Okay, so this morning I'm in Nili, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm about, I think, less than 20 kilometers from the Panamanian border. And today we get to do another fun Central American border crossing from Costa Rica into Panama. So yeah, without further ado, let's do it. We're off to the border. Always an interesting day. But as long as you go prepared for a little bit of a wait and confusing runaround, always have a smile, never get upset or frustrated. Oh, can't go that way, can I? Then it's usually fine. Alright, so I'm guessing this looks like the border. Oh, I think I might need to go here. I believe I need to get a stamp somewhere. Alright, so I checked iOverlander. It's a building down there, it says Panama, so that's too far. This looks like migration. Yeah, exit the country. I read something on iOverlander that said walk across the street and get a stamp, exit stamp, but that doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. So I'm just going to go to migration, see what they say. It's the Paso Canoas border crossing. This is where I'm going to see about the stamp. Okay, so I did indeed have to go back there and pay the exit. Now back to migration. That was actually really straightforward. Park up here, across the street, pay your $9, 5,000 colones, exit stamp, go to the migration right there, walk around the corner, aduana, stamp the bike out. No lines, didn't even have to wait for one person in either line. It's probably the most straightforward one that I've gotten yet. It's time to see how Panama is. I also need to find a money changer. Normally, as soon as I get to border, there's just tons and tons and tons of them. Haven't been accosted once. So, let's see what we do here. Let's see here. It's confusing as always, isn't it? No parking. Paso Canoas. Let's see what they have to say.
Buenas. Everything from Costa Rica, exit.
Sí.
Okay, parking this side.
Alright, so I guess park in here. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Parking in the back. On
Gracias.
The parking that side.
Gracias.
You're Canadian? I am like people from Canada. It's good people.
Okay, so I got insurance in there, just across the street. When you park up to the left, across the street to the left, then you get insurance in there. Now it's back across to do the stamp, then the aduana for the bike, and then I do believe that I have to get an inspection. Well, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a line, this big line that I gotta wait in, and apparently they go for lunch in half an hour, and I won't be able to get anything done then. So they wanted me to pay them money. No, not part of the adventure. So in line I wait, and hopefully I get this done before noon. But if this is the line here for the migration, I doubt that I'm going to get through the aduana and the bike thing before they go to lunch. I I know it's just the way things go sometimes, but it's really frustrating. It seems that there's two lines. One is for normal people like me, and the other one is for people who skip ahead in the line. I'm assuming that's some sort of a bribe. I just refuse to pay the bribes. I'm so tempted because everybody keeps skipping in the front of the line. I'm going to end up getting stuck in this line and waiting for an hour while they close for lunch. Good old bribery in action. All right, so that actually wasn't too bad. The process is pretty straightforward. The bureaucracy took a little bit of time, but pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated. Stamp yourself in, go to the aduana, then I have to get an inspection from one of these white shirted guys. He almost made me open all the bags, but we had a little bit of a laugh and he let me go. But I gotta say, this is the first border crossing where I actually started to feel annoyed. The other ones, I mean, it was crazy with the lines and stuff, but the fact that everybody just kept jumping ahead in line and delayed everything really started to frustrate me. Obviously you don't show the frustration, but the fact that they just jump ahead and, you know, you're like third in line and you got to wait for 10 more people, it's kind of crazy. Guess that's the polite Canadian rule follower in me. But all good. We're ready to go now. Probably got to show my passport to someone else, I would guess, but I don't really know. And then we're gone. I don't really know where I'm going, so I'm just going to pick this way. Okay, so here's the inspection checkpoint, I assume. Hola, buenas tardes. Gracias. All right, nice and easy border inspection checkpoint. And I think that's it. I think we're good into Panama. So I have I think it's about a 3-hour ride to get where I'm going. I'm gonna go to Santiago, just sort of middle of the way between where I was, Costa Rica, and Panama City. Panama City was just too long of a ride to do in one day. It's about 7 hours. You never know how long those borders take. Hola, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, dale.
¿Esté bien?
Dale.
Gracias. Adios. Alright, so I've made it to Santiago, Panama. Couple things that I've noticed and a word of warning. If you come to Panama, definitely be wary of the speed limits. There is police, so radar checkpoints absolutely everywhere. I actually got caught and pulled over for the first time in about 6 or 7 months since I started going across Canada, and then all through the States, Mexico, everything. It's the first time I've been pulled over. He caught me doing 104, and I'm not really sure if it was a 50 or an 80. It kind of goes between both, and I've seen them usually stopping people when it drops to the 50. I got really lucky. He was a really nice guy. He was a motorcycle cop. He was one of the only motorcycle cops I saw. So really lucky. At first, he showed me the gun, and I said, it's not possible. And I was about to start arguing. I thought, no, that's not the way to do it. So I just said, you know what? You got the machine. You know what's going on. You know, how's your day? How's everything? And thank God for my rudimentary Spanish. It was just very pleasant. Gave him all the documents and just talked bikes with him for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then he handed everything back to me, and I said, "¿Qué más? Like, what else?" And he said, no ticket for you. Have a nice day. So I got really lucky with that. And then coming into the city here, just in traffic, some guys started talking to me. They offered me to go for a drink with them. And another guy came up and started talking to me. So actually the people in Panama so far have been really friendly. Not a whole lot in this town. I think it's a city of about 60,000. I'm gonna check in. I really need a drink, some water. Tomorrow, Panama City. Don't speed here.